beauty.
All right, you guys, so here we are with the awaited green room breakdown video. So yes, you guys, this is the green room, aka the Lee Lounge. So let's get into it. So you guys, let's start with the color on the wall, ceiling, and doors. So the color, you guys, is called Deep Viridian. As you can tell, our walls are extremely textured. So on the walls, I have a clean, a matte. But to give the room some contrast, on the doors, it's a gloss. You guys see that? Even on the closet, it's a gloss. And on the bathroom door, it's a gloss. Now, from ceiling to floor, striped drapes, black and white, are from Amazon. My favorite pillow, Jonathan Adler. Jonathan Adler. Jonathan Adler. Jonathan Adler. Remember the name. You'll hear it a few times in the room. And you guys, my wingback floral deep seat chair with gold hardware. Home Depot. So you see I have 4 of them. And you guys, this, so I said I'm going to break down everything in this room. This, you guys, was actually a natural wood piece that one of my students from my class gave me. And I just painted it a glossy black. And she knew the significance of this room, which I'll share in a moment. So it went perfectly. All right, y'all. So let's get to the knickknacks. That's everything that you guys wanted to know. So here we are. So orchid is my favorite flower. So my Lego orchid. My other Lego floral. And then this light fixture. So you guys, this came from Home Goods. But actually, if you all can see, the glass itself is green with the little gold base. Believe it or not, you all, the only thing that color that came on this lamp was actually white. I got the blue and the pink acrylic paint, and I painted it myself just to add a little more razzle dazzle to the room. And next, you guys, it's one thing that I really wanted to have in here. I actually saw this exhibit at a while I was in Chicago, but it's by the illustrator and artist Jeff McCarthy, and it is Celebs on Sandwiches. Love. Y'all see who it is? Our forever president and first lady. And then moving on, you all, moving on, you guys, these glasses were actually black. And I just painted them white and then used gold flake paper to add a little contrast. Then my book, you guys know, if you know anything about the Houston culture, DJ Screw, A Life in Slow Motion. I'm draped up and dripped out. No, but this is one of my favorite books with my collection. And then I have the Obama portraits. If you guys have not seen this exhibit, it's a must if it ever comes to your city. And then another one of my icons, Iris. If you know, you know. So let's put these back. Then my favorite candle. And this candle is from Target, Opal House. And then just another section. You guys, my bookends are from Home Goods. A few of my favorite books. Black Ivy, Becoming by Michelle Obama. And you all, this one as well has significant meaning to me. I had met Bernadette Stanis. If you all know, you know. It is Thelma from Good Times, but this was a book that when I met her at the Essence Fest, she was her mother's caregiver, and her mother suffered from MS as well, just like my mom. And then, not to damper the mood, but the reason why the green room is the green room is because, you all, this room is dedicated to my mommy, and here's my mommy. Here's her final rest and the urn. The room is based around her urn. Green is my favorite color. It's also my birthstone. But I knew when I had to be tasked to get the urn for my mom, I knew I wanted something with a little razzle dazzle. Couldn't just be a simple urn. I wanted it to represent my mom, where she can have a final resting place. And here it is. And it's the leaves. And with the floral chairs and everything. So here we are. And just some photos of the fam. And you all, these two vases were actually a black. And then I just painted them this matte brushed gold color. And you guys see Elsa. I mean, not child Elsa, but anyway, in our humidifier when we were smoking hookah. All right, now let's carry on. And then one of my favorite mirrors that's in the house, you see. And then you all know I love magazines. Well, you all don't know, but now you know. I just have like these magazine holders, newspaper holders. You all, gold from IKEA. You all, I love Architectural Digest. I get them every month. I know I have over 100 copies. And these are a few of my favorite covers. This one is RuPaul, Viola Davis and her husband Julius. And then the actor David Harbour and his wife. I love their decor. You know, the actor from the show from Netflix. And then Chadwick, Pharrell, and Missy Elliott. All right, so let's continue. And you all, this mirror is a wonderful Home Good full body mirror. And you all, let's get into the bar. And you all know the Lee Lounge is what we specialize in, happy hours, just shooting the shit. And just to share some insight, you guys, a few years ago, well, it's been quite some time, I used to actually do furniture. And I had my own furniture company, and it was called Remix Furniture. So this bar cart in our bar was actually my mom's dresser. And I just remixed it because I just wanted to make sure I kept it. And you all, these are my favorite cocktail glasses. I have a collection of cocktail glasses. I have the Estelle colored glasses. That is a black owned business, but these cocktail glasses, you all, are from Juliet, and they're their julep glasses. And I saw these first at one of my favorite hotels in Austin, the Thompson, and I just knew I will have a collection. And here we are. And so, drinks on me napkins, my newest drink recipe book. And you know, every black household has, I'm sure every black household has a Hennessy Pure Honey bottle, right? My Jonathan Adler tequila and vodka canisters. I hate a paper straw, but for aesthetics and anytime I make a cocktail, you guys, I add a paper straw. And of course, black and white to go with the theme. And then our custom, the Lee's cocktail stores, my gold. The straws are from Amazon. The stirs are from Etsy. My gold shot glasses, because every time you come into the Lee Lounge, there's a rule. You have to take a shot, choose your poison. And that is from Amazon. As well as, you all, I got this gin recipe book. I just got this last weekend from a pop-up plant shop that they had. It was amazing. My gold bar set. My Trap Kitchen cocktail book that was given to me as a gift from one of my favorite girls. And of course, this is literally one of the dopest pieces in here. My VC champagne bottle, the Houston edition. Isn't that cool? And then I have my gold wine glasses, my rimless champagne flutes, and then my crystal ball ice bucket with my custom La Marca bottle. And you see it says La Marca Prosecco. You're the she to my shenanigans. So you are the she to my shenanigans. That was given to me by my girl, Coco Jenkins. All right, y'all. So let's go into my acrylic coffee table set. Now, you guys, it is 4 different tables, 4 different heights. And I was actually going to do like one of those DIY coffee table sets where, you know, like to make them still uneven. But I was like, you know what? Nope. You know, Shay, stick with your true aesthetic, and the acrylics just set this room off. And I love how you can see the shag rug underneath, and it just really, really adds to it. So, and they are from, and I'll link those below. I can't think of the actual name, but I'll link below. But let's get into the knickknacks. So on this acrylic, you guys, this is the infamous, this is always a focal point. It's the middle finger. This was as well a natural wood, you guys, and I just painted this black also. And this glass and gold casing is from IKEA. Let's get into the other knickknacks, my faves. So you know what? Let's light my candle. And you all, this is candle from Target. I haven't bought any candles from Bath and Body Works in about 2 years because they change their formula and they don't last as long as they used to. And this is the only thing I hate. My little taser lighter, Amazon. But this candle is from Opal House. It is rosé, and it's from Target. And I don't know if you all knew, but your girl loves a good cigar. Here is my cigar ashtray. You can see the theme. I love coffee table books. This is one of my faves. David Lee Lyon. And this is my newest coffee table book for in here. The Black West. And it's all about black cow boys. And then my Fashion in LA book, all about LA. It's fashion, the cityscapes, everything. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I am a California girl. Venice, California, Venice Beach to be exact. And then my Jonathan Adler coasters. Y'all know anything with a red lip, you know, lips are my things. And then my large Jonathan Adler 500 milligram acrylic peel. Just so dope. And then my Jonathan Adler ganja container, canister. I usually keep candy in there, but we're out. And then, you guys, this is it. This is the green room. And then the piece of resistance in the room is, I don't know if you all can see it, but it is the Lee's neon sign. And you all, this is the green room. Oh, I know y'all have been waiting, but this is what it is. So take it in. It is legitly such a vibe in here at night with the music playing, something on the TV, smoking some hookah. It's a vibe.
Just wanna be your girl.